And so when electric current is put into an iron object, like if there was an experiment that if you take like an iron nail and then you wrap wire. So what you do is you first take the copper wire and take out all the filament, all the protective coatings, but don't know when the wire is on. Then you wrap it around the nail, and after that the nail becomes an electromagnet. So like this, now people don't use nails in real life, but like it's the same principle. They can make electromagnets to suddenly like make it come on, like they uh, stick to the car or the device and turn off when they need to release it. So it becomes useful. It's because if the magnet only sticks, then how will it take it out? If there's a very powerful magnet sticking to the car, then it won't be able to, you won't be able to take the car out of the magnet and the magnet will stay there forever.
Okay. All right, Abraham. Well explained. Well explained, Abraham. Thank you. Has Simran joined? Not yet.
No,
Ma'am,
ma'am,
you're
not
not
yet.
recording this meeting.
Mm-hmm.
You're not recording this meeting, ma'am.
It is live, Abraham. This meeting is live. So it will be there on the YouTube. Okay.
Ma'am, we stopped at 14.2, I think. Index
Yes.
questions 14.2.
Yes, we stopped here and we are going to begin with this topic, electric current topic. We studied about magnets in the last class and electric currents we are going to start today. Now, what happens? Like there are a lot of things that work on electricity at our homes. Okay, so when we turn on the switch, they start working. When we turn off the switch, they stop working. So when we turn on the switch, what happens? The electricity is supplied to them, and when we turn off the switch, this flow of the electricity is stopped. The supply of that electricity is stopped. Okay, how that circuit works, and how this flow of electricity is taking place, that we are going to see. Okay. Yes, Abraham, you want to say something?
Ma'am, in the note part, ma'am, ma'am, 1.5 volt, ma'am, I have a question, ma'am, that why does it
Mm-hmm.
say that, hmm, ma'am, 220 volts, ma'am, if you cannot split the 220 volts to use it, like, when it means volts, does it mean the power is continuously supplied, or like there's only 220 volts in that, in the place, and you, once 220 volts are finished, you will, like, what does it mean by volts? Like, how, like, does it, I never understood, does it mean there are only 220 volts in the place, or 220 volts are getting supplied at the continuous rate?
House electricity come on 220 volts, whereas cells only have 1.5 volt. This current is not dangerous.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. So, ma'am,
Okay.
1.5 volts, how can you determine? Like, how do you know that it is going to stay for 1 year, or it's going to stay for 2 years, or it's going to stay for 3 years?
1 year, 2 year, 3 year. Like how long it's going to stay for, that you are asking?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So basically my
Anaya, is it
voice
frozen, ma'am? Frozen. Ma'am, you are frozen.
is it visible now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So basically what happens that electricity is like to our house, electricity is supplied, okay, through cables, wires. The power is supplied to our house, okay, and yes, it is lasting, okay. it lasts for years. Okay, only when like it is there is a continuous supply of electricity. And why is house electricity dangerous? Because the power is more. Okay? Like the volts and the power is higher in the house electricity compared to the cells the cells which have only 1.5 volt. Okay, that is why cell is not dangerous, but the house electricity that is supplied in very high voltage, very high power. Okay, that is why it can be dangerous because in our house there are a lot of electrical appliances, small and big. Okay, small and big appliances, and for them to work, high power electricity is needed. Okay, for those things to work, very high power is needed. That is why it is supplied in high voltage, right? And it is there is a continuous supply of it to our houses. Okay, until there's a power cut. If there's a power cut, then the supply is stopped. If the power cut is there, the supply is temporarily stopped. But otherwise, there is a continuous supply until we turn off the switch and the supply stops there. Okay, of the circuit. All right. Then, what are the elements that makes these items working when we press the switch on and they stop when the switch is off? This is known as electric current. Let us understand electric current with the help of some experiments. So this is an activity where they have used electric cells, wire, torch bulb, touch button, thread, and a piece of cardboard. Okay. So this is basically structure of a cell. Take an old cell, you will see two ends there. One is curvical, one is flat. The curvical area is known as positive terminal. Symbol positive. The flat surface is a negative terminal. Can you see in this diagram? Can you see here? The plus sign that denotes a positive terminal. The minus sign denotes the negative terminal. Now remove the paper from the outer body of the cell. You will find a cylindrical shape of white metal known as zinc. Okay, there is a white metal in it known as the zinc metal. Cut this metal with precaution. You will find a carbon rod inside covered by a sticky black colored chemical. If you have ever opened a cell structure, if you cut it open, you will find a rod, okay, a black sticky cell rod you will find inside that's made up of carbon, and that is basically the structure. Yes, Abraham.
Ma'am, but it's poisonous to open a cell up. You can die. It's because of the chemical reactions inside is poison.
It is poisonous. Yes,
Like,
it is poisonous. But precaution we have to take when we open it, and then we have to dispose it. Okay, you cannot burn it. Okay, or you cannot eat it or burn it. It can cause harmful effects. Yes.
ma'am, also, ma'am, a cell leaks, like, if you keep a battery for too long, like I have a rechargeable batteries that I use for remotes, and I once kept them in a drawer for a very long time, over a span of a few months to a year maybe. And then they started to like, then after some time I opened the drawer and then they are all
They are all leaked.
leaked. Yeah, there was some chemical outside and all, and it was stinking.
Okay. Yes, because the reaction is caused, and when it is closed for too long, it becomes like that. When it is stored up like that, so it will become stinky and all. Yes. Okay. Now we have electric current. This electric current is a moving charge. Electric current in a cell passes from the positive terminal to the negative terminal. So what happens? Electric current from negative terminal to the positive terminal, electric current passes. Okay, now if these are joined correctly, the bulb will light up. If the positive and negative terminal are joined correctly, the bulb is going to light up. So in this circuit, you can see that they have attached two cells. Okay, two cells they have attached. Here is the positive terminal, negative terminal. Here is the positive terminal, negative terminal attached to a wire. This is bulb that's joined here. And here is the switch. Switch is there. Okay. Now, sometimes we need extra electric current. This is prepared by joining two or more cells. We should check the positive terminal of one battery. Okay, these are two battery cells, and the positive terminal of one battery is connected to the negative terminal of other battery. Okay, battery is the joining of two or more cells. All right, when two or more cells are joined together, this will form a battery here. Okay, this will form a battery here. This is an electric circuit. Okay, so when the switch is connected to the circuit, okay, this is an there are like two circuits, open circuit, closed circuit. Okay, when the switch is connected to the circuit, okay, the circuit becomes complete and the bulb lights up. But when the switch gets disconnected, when we disconnect the switch from the circuit, the current that is flowing from the battery cells to the bulb will stop. Okay, and the bulb will not light up. Okay, so this is how it is connecting it. Okay, and we have index questions 14.3 for you to try out. Okay. Then how do we make an electric circuit? Okay, this is two types of circuits. This is open circuit. This is closed circuit. Okay. So how do we prepare an electric circuit? We take a piece of cardboard, we bind it with one or two cells by making battery with the help of thread. Now we keep the positive terminal stick joining to joining wire with the help of sellotape. Okay, now this is bound with cardboard. Now add torch bulb to this wire and add a touch button in a way that all wires are closed. Okay, now no wire is open. You can
What's a
also
touch button?
touch button is this button. You can see this two black dots and a wire.
Okay.
When the wire will connect the two black dots, okay, it will become a closed circuit, a complete circuit. But if the wire we take it from the black dot, it will be an open circuit. Okay, because the wires are not connected. All right. So if the touch button is closed, means the wire is connected to it. The bulb will light up. If we open it, the bulb will not light up. Okay. So these bulbs can be lighted with the help of a single cell only. The longer side of LED is touched with positive and the terminal, and the smaller side with negative terminal. Touch button works as a switch. When touch button works as a switch, um, joins the bulb and then lights up. If these are separated, the bulb stops emitting light. If touch button is closed, the bulb gets lighted up and vice versa. Why does that happen? This happens because to complete an electronic circuit, we need the closed wire connecting to the positive terminal, joining the negative terminal without any obstacle. This circuit is known as closed circuit. This circuit is known as closed circuit. If this circuit is broken somewhere, then it is open circuit. Okay, open circuit. Now these are the symbols. Okay, when we are making an electric circuit, how do we make it? So this is the symbol of a electric cell. Okay, Y plus and minus to represent the positive and the negative terminal. Okay, we just studied that a cell has two terminals. One is a positive terminal, one is a negative terminal. Okay, so that is why this is how it is represented. Then we have the symbol of a bulb. Okay, we have the symbol of a bulb. Then joining wire. This is a straight line and an arrow is the symbol of the wire that is joined in the circle. Okay, and then we have the switches. These are the touch switches. Okay, if this is switch is like open, not connected to the black part, then it is said that the switch is on. Okay, and it is connected to the black part, switch is off. If
So this is
it is
the
like, yes, Simran,
this is the symbols used for when you're like
mm,
showing it in
showing the electric
like a
circuit.
drawing.
Yes, when you are showing like a drawing, okay, of an electric circuit, the symbols are used. So switch, like the open switch symbol is used in the open circuit. Okay, this is used in the open circuit, and this is used in a closed circuit. Okay, then this is the symbol of a battery. Okay, this is the symbol of a battery. Why is the symbol of a battery like that? Why is the symbol of a battery like that? Because battery is what? It is made up of more than one cells. When more than one cell are joined together, they will form a battery. So can you, if you notice it clearly, this is one cell, two, three. Okay. So like that, they are joined together. When they are joined together, battery is also having a positive and a negative terminal. Okay. When are joining cells in this diagram, we have seen in this diagram, see, two cells are joined together. Okay, here, and like the positive, negative, then from the negative, positive is added, to positive terminal is added, then the negative terminal is there. Here, if I add another cell, it will be positive terminal and negative terminal. That is why the battery also is having positive terminal one and one negative terminal. Okay. Yes, Abraham.
Ma'am, about a circuit, ma'am, if we have a circuit, that they usually use wires in like it always says in the textbook use wires. But if I open a device, I don't find these a lot of wires in the device. I will normally find a printed circuit board. So that's made using copper tracks. So is that does that work differently?
Um, a copper wire, Abraham. Are you asking about a copper wire?
No, ma'am, it's like a green board and then there are like wires running or there are components placed there.
A green board which has wires on it. Basically, the small kind of thing that is
Like a
inside
chip.
of electron. The chip, na, that's in electronic items. That's what he's
It's not,
asking about.
mostly it's not green, ma'am. Something like this.
Okay. Okay. Yes, Abraham. So, basically, yes, in that thing also, the chip, okay, blue or green color, or in this red color also some are coming. So basically, wires are attached in it also. Okay, wires are there, and yes, it in it the flow of electricity happens. Okay, just that this bulb thing, this is not there inside it. Okay, bulb is not there, but yes, it helps to connect like the flow of electricity is taking place. If it is an electric appliance, okay, then the flow of electricity will take place through it. Okay, yes, all right. Then there is another activity like replace the touch button with various things like pen, rubber, spoon, safety pin, wooden piece, and all in the electronic circuit made by you. Now, find out which items have current flowing and which are not flowing the current. Those items through which current passes are good conductors of electricity. Those items through which the current is not passing are bad conductors of electricity. This we studied previously, right? Good conductors of electricity and bad conductors in the metals chapter, we studied about it, right? Which metals are good conductors of electricity? So, can you see here is my touch button, this, okay? If I take this out and put a rubber instead of it, do you think the bulb will work? No, bulb will not work, okay? Because electricity doesn't pass through, will not pass through a rubber, okay? But if I put a metallic pin here, do you think the electricity
Yes,
will
ma'am.
pass? Yes, it will pass because it is a good conductor of electricity. Okay, so that is what conductors of electricity are, good conductors and bad conductors. Then there's also, you must have seen that people working on electrical wire wear rubber gloves in hands and
Yeah,
rubber
because
shoes in
rubber
legs.
is a bad conductor of electricity.
Yes, because rubber is a bad conductor of electricity, and even if the current passes from the circuit in their hands will not get a shock, okay? Because rubber, yes, and because rubber is a bad conductor of electricity. Okay.
That's why my mom keeps telling me that whenever you're operating like electric things such as like a light switch or anything, never use it you never operate it with wet hands, and always wear slippers while doing it because while wearing slippers, like it's a bad conductor of electricity, so you won't get electrocuted or anything.
Yes, that is right. We shouldn't touch electric circuit switches and all electric boards with the wet hands, okay? And we should put slippers on. That is right, okay?
I
And
read in
then
one
there,
textbook that one person
Ma'am,
was
what
trying
do
to.
the slippers do? I never understood what do slippers do.
Slippers are made of rubber, right? So, and since rubber is a poor conductor for electricity, there's less chance of you getting electrocuted.
There's no electricity on the floor.
No,
No, the electricity will
when you're
flow through your
operating any
hand into the floor also. So if you block it with your slippers, right?
no, 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 no. If you're not like that, no, ma'am. If you're operating an electric switch or something or an electric board, then you should wear slippers because then the rubber is kind of like it's a poor conductor. That's why it won't cause you much harm.
I read in a book
yeah,
about the same thing, and I always thought it was to block the current from flowing into the floor also.
no,
No,
no, not for the floor, it is for us only to stop the current from flowing inside us
Ma'am,
through
is
our
it
I
hand
read in
to
my
our
textbook once that one person was trying to open um, a electrical socket with a screwdriver, and she pushed the screwdriver in, and she got thrown back 5 feet, and
yeah,
the metal on the tip of it
Be-
got melted.
yeah, because
But she was not harmed because the handle was plastic.
is that physics and
the,
chemistry apology or something?
Yeah.
the handle was of plastic, yes, because it
So basically,
basically
her switch wasn't working. Her switch wasn't working, so she took her screwdriver and started operating. Suddenly, and it got somehow it got switched on. And then what happened was she got flown back like thrown back 5 feet, something. And when she looked at her screwdriver, no, the metal tip had melted off, and the plastic handle that was on her screwdriver that had saved her because plastic is a poor conductor of electricity.
conductor. Yes, that is
ma'am?
right. Yes, Abraham. Yes.
I once saw a video when somebody was trying to finger around with an atomic bomb using a screwdriver.
What did you say? You put your finger where?
No, ma'am. In
No.
like somebody was fingering around with a switch. I saw somebody once figuring, like, I have not seen, but in a video, like, I saw somebody was fingering around with with a bomb, and that the with the bomb with and he was using a screwdriver.
Okay. Trying to open or close, like fix the bomb or something.
Ma'am, that is
Okay. All right. So that is why, like many appliances, their handles are made up of like these materials, which are not good conductors of electricity. Okay. Um, Hello, Joshua. Sir's class will be at 10. Okay, he left. Yeah. So, heating effect of electric current. When electric current passes through a carrier or a joining wire, it gets heated up. Therefore, heat is generated in electric current. Okay, when it is passing through a joining wire, it gets heated up. So, heat is also generated when electricity is passing through a wire. If you touch any lighted bulb, if you have touched it, you must have felt they are hot. Like if you leave a bulb like on for like an hour, and if you touch it, it will be very hot. Why? Because heat is also produced when electricity is passing through something. Then the heat is also produced. Yes, Abraham.
Ma'am, is that the reason why your phone gets hot at the back?
Why
Like,
your phone gets heated up at the back?
if you continuously use your phone for a long time, like when I was
Absolutely.
small, my parents used to say that don't use the phone anymore. It's getting hot. It's not good.
Yes, the phone becomes hot. Our electronic devices becomes hot because the battery is on like for too long. It's in continuous use. So it will become hot. Definitely, yes. Okay. Just like our bulbs and lights, if we switch it on, if we kept it switched on for a long time, they will become heated up. Okay. And then we have to stop the flow of electricity. We have to turn off the switch. Okay, so that the flow of electricity in that appliance stops, and then it will cool down. Okay, then it will cool down.
Mm.
So if you touch any lighted bulb, you will feel its heat. Electric current flows in iron, making it heated. Okay, like our iron with which we iron our clothes, that also when we plug it in and turn it on, it becomes hot. The iron becomes hot. Okay, how that is happening because electricity is flowing in it, which is making the iron heated. Okay, and then we iron our clothes with it. Then electric current characteristics are also found in geyser or rod to heat up water, or in heater to prepare food, etc. Okay, same way, electricity is flowing in them and heat is produced with it. With that heat we use to heat up our water, that heat we use to prepare food and all, okay, in the heaters and geyser and all that. Then the effect of carriers get heated up by electric current is known as heating effect. Okay. Then this effect is found in different objects and in different quantity. Heating effect is dependent on the length and thickness of carriers. Okay, on the length and thickness of carriers are basically the wires through which electricity flows. Okay, through which electricity flows. Those are basically the carriers. Their length and their thickness, they determine how like the heating effect is, how much the heating effect is. Okay, high or low. Long and thin wires gets heated more, whereas small and thick wires gets heated less. Okay, gets heated less. So according to that, the wires are used in various items, okay, in various objects. If we require high heat, okay, high heat, then the long and thin wires are used, okay. If we require lesser heat, okay, on and or no heat at all, then small and thick wires are used, okay, because they get less heated. All right. So we studied about the heating effect of electric current today. We saw a circuit, an electronic circuit, how it's working, okay, and the symbols with which it is used, with which they are represented, okay, and we saw how do we make an electric circuit. 14.3 is your homework for today, okay. 14.3 is the homework for today, and also we saw the structure of cell. Read it today, give it a revision, and we finish the homework. Okay, we are stopping the class here. And also we are having math test today, 9th chapter. Okay, 9th chapter full. That is the same timing at 3 p.m. Okay.
What
I'll be
time?
sharing the 3 p.m. Samir, 3 p.m. Okay,
Okay.
the usual. Yeah. So I'll be sharing the test paper in the group, the time limit also in the group.
How long is the test paper, ma'am?
How long is the test paper? I'll let you know. Okay. I'll put it in the group. What will be the time duration for it? Okay.
Why was the class so early today?
Why was the class so early today? Because I'm having my first day of college today, and I don't know when it will be ending. Okay. It is at
So
11 a.m.
now always it's going to be like this for now.
I'll update that. I'll update that to you today evening. Okay. I'm planning out the classes and I'll update in the group. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Okay then. See you all, guys. See you all. Bye.